Good morning. Good morning. Not sure who's there yet. Morning to me. Good morning, everybody. It's like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m., somewhere in there, Philippines time. But I'm still set to USA. I'm still set to USA time, so it takes a while. I don't think that would happen for months and months and months for me to actually switch time zones. I'm like 1 day ahead and all this stuff. But it's nice in the mornings here. It rained all night. So I'm just, Tim don't like me to come out here at night. Because it's open. But I think we got a lot of problems resolved yesterday with the new fence. And today it's Zumba time at the plaza in Ormic. And then we're going to the gym. And we're going to the cheap stores. I'm excited to go to the cheap stores and check them out. I don't know what I'm going to buy. I've bought a few souvenirs, not much. I bought a t-shirt and a magnet for the refrigerator at the new house in Colorado. And bought my mom a little something. But I want to buy something with Ormic or Macbug, which is the province here that she lives in. You're welcome to say hi. Prepping in the real world is a lot different than prepping on YouTube and talking about prepping and not really doing nothing. The interesting thing here in the Philippines is that since I've known Tin, she's had a lot of brownouts and water off. So at first I thought, well, maybe that's just, something's wrong with the electric, something's wrong with the water. You want to know my personal take on it? I think it's purposely done at the hottest time during the day, like from like 12 noon till 2 in the afternoon, and it seems like a reoccurring event. So brown out, black out, whatever you want to call them, but it kind of sucks when you have no water and 100-degree temperature plus humidity. I mean, she has water stored. It doesn't last very long. I got a little bit of a sunburn too. Nobody's chatting. Everybody's lurking. Lurkers. Da 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 da. Batgirl. Batgirl. You know what's funny to me is that people like in Jamaica, Mexico, and the Philippines want to come to the U.S. After being here, I want to come here. I absolutely love it. It's like a really simple life. But if you had to live here, you were brought up here, and you're born here, it would be a lot different because the struggle is real. The jobs here are terrible. The fat cats make money here just like in the U.S. But the people really struggle on a day-to-day basis. Many, I would say a large percentage, have no refrigeration. Hey, what's up, Vermont? So many people have no refrigeration, none, zero. They store their food on the table 24 hours and try to eat it. What's up, Nunya? So, I think refrigeration is like a huge issue in the Philippines, which In return, prepping wise, makes food safety another issue. They're used to it. I've been very cautious about what I'm eating that's been left out for 24 hours because I know if me, even though I have a great immune system, but the week, something upsets your stomach here, you'd probably be in trouble. The other big issue is, like I said, the water and electric, and I think they purposely turned that shit off. My sister-in-law is from there. I think, yeah, you did. What part, Batgirl? There's over 7,000 islands here and over 175 languages. So the Philippines is huge. We only hear about Davao, Manila, there's Cebu. Those are the three major cities we hear about. And Cebu, I like it, but it's sure freaking, it's busy. And the driving at first, I was like, holy shit, man, I wouldn't want to drive here. Like, you got trikes, you got bicycles that are like trikes, then you got cars, and you got your semis and everything, mostly on 2-lane roads, except in the city of Cebu. Hello, Rabiua Hussan. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. So, this trip has definitely been very interesting. It's not my first time out of the country, and it's definitely not my first time to a third world country. I think this country has a lot going for it. Rice production, vegetable production, entrepreneurship is huge here in the Philippines. Everybody has a business. Thank you very much. Everyone has a business. If it's not mechanical or something like that, most of the people that live in the provinces have a store. And the stores vary. They might only sell water and reload cards for cell phones. Or they might have a little bigger store, or they might sell just vegetables from their garden area. And the stores are like right in front of the houses. So to me, that's interesting. The spirit of entrepreneurship here is huge, because they can make more money working for themselves than working for someone else. And there's not a lot of jobs unless they're a professional and went to college. And even then, the money's not here. A trike driver, for example, makes 500 pesos a day. And they work their asses off in the heat from morning to night. So 500 pesos, I think, is like, 1,000 is like $30. So they barely make maybe $3 a day, maybe $5. But it's definitely interesting. It's definitely a very interesting place. The people here are the most beautiful people I've ever met in the world, anywhere I've traveled. Ormoc is known as the city of beautiful people, and I would definitely say there's a lot of beautiful people here. I like how you can go and just walk down the street right here in the Baranga and get basically anything. Like, you can get coffee or laundry soap or fresh vegetables. I really enjoyed the family swim day, and what was really cool is when we went to the market, I wish we would have videotaped it. 2 really cool things. I did put out a short watching someone do shredded coconut, fresh shredded coconut, and they have a machine. It was like a grinder, and so that was kind of cool to watch them shred coconut. Drops in a paper bag, and they sell it by the kilo. Then most of everything is pretty much sold by the kilo. The other cool thing is I wanted to squeeze Tin so hard. So we've been taking trikes, and she didn't think I'd fit in a trike because I'm so tall. No problem in a trike. But on the way back to the swimming where we went swimming, I think it's called the Aragana, is she decided we were riding a bicycle trike. My head was like this, and I looked like a fat foreigner. Like, I told her we look like sardines, like it's really small, and I really felt sorry for the guy that pedaled us like 2 miles. Hello, Kimmy Kim Mission. Hello. So I felt sorry for the guy that was like really literally pedaling us. I told her, why did you do this to him? And we just started laughing. Thank you very much for your support. Please hit the thumbs up, y'all. But I really like it here. Jack's over there sleeping. Do y'all see Jack? He's over there. He's snoozing. Oh, maybe you can't see him behind the wall. Oh, yeah, you can. There he is. There's Jackie. My dog, she got me. I've been really congested. With like mucusy in my chest. So today we're doing a ginger. I'm doing a ginger steam this morning when she gets up. But it's only 1 a.m., 2 a.m. her time. She's snoozing and I'm wide awake. Somebody else was asking about the jobs, though. I think that's why so many, like Antonius, that was helping me yesterday build the perimeter fence. Rebecca, y'all drop your links. Let me give you a mod wrench. Anybody that wants to drop their link, go ahead. Caitlin. So, for example, him and his family, he leaves, and I'm right here. I'm just in the Philippines. But, so he goes out of the country, and he's been to Dubai, Libya, Saudi. Right now he's working in Africa. And so he's gone away from his family for 6 months at a time. But the jobs are better there. He has a better opportunity to take care of his family. And that's one thing I can say strongly about the people here, is they love their families. They love their families. Very, very dedicated people. Some fresh bananas, anybody? Anybody want fresh bananas? I'm wonderful. We are enjoying ourselves immensely, Caitlin. Absolutely. I just can't ask for more. This trip has been a blessing. I'm truly enjoying my time with Tim, and I will be back in I'm hoping in February, the way things look. Nothing like totally fresh bananas right from the tree. And the taste is so yummy. Exactly. Truly blessed. I can't even express honestly how I feel about Tim in words. God-fearing, funny, loves to dance, comedian, great cook. Should I go on? Should I go on? The list is very long. But when I go on too much, she tells me I la. She is really wonderful. And over the last year, I've got to know her, and I knew that she was wonderful. And so many people are like, be careful, this, and this. Y'all, this woman hasn't asked me for a dime. Nothing. She's paid for stuff. I've paid for stuff. Her family lectured me about spending too much money, which was funny, but I wanted to have a couple. This is my first trip to the Philippines. So yes, we stayed at a resort. But in the United States, or if I went on vacation anywhere, I would stay in a hotel. Y'all see me in hotels before working. So I wanted to experience that. But what I really, really enjoy is the everyday life right here in this hut in the Philippines. I enjoy that more than the resorts. And we had our first dance, Caitlin. When we stand beside each other, I think that was when I first met her at the airport. I knew she was little. But when I actually seen her, she's little. She's tiny. She's tiny. Yeah, definitely, Caitlin. And you know what? I'll put it this way. Everybody, most people, want to find someone as a partner, a husband or a wife, that is bringing something to the table that is going to enrich your life more. Of course, we want the emotional enrichment, but most of us want somebody that's going to work and help. And I'll say what? Tin works. Not only does she work, she keeps this place clean. Like sometimes I feel like I'm putting stuff in the wrong spot. You and your husband were long distance for almost 4 years until we settled down. And you know, a lot of people say long distance relationships won't work. What I say is with commitment, love, understanding, and truth, it'll work. It'll work. I think we only have about, I'm praying, about 6 more months, 6 to 8 months of long distance. And then I'll have a retirement visa for the Philippines, which means I can come here as often as I want and for as long as I want. And Tin will have her visa and she can come with me as long as she wants, for as many times as she wants. So that's our next step, because I want to spend all my time with her. You heard the frogs. 3K, you're the frog. 3K, are you a frog? Let me make you a mod. Y'all drop your links for real. There. 3K, why don't you have a jacket? I haven't been married. Oh my God, Vermont. I haven't been married for 25 years. 25? I was 31 when I got divorced. I'm 58. I'm old. So I guess that's longer than that. But me and my ex-wife are still friends. We adopted 2 girls together, and they're grown. We've always remained friends. I have nothing harsh to say about my ex-wife. We were young. She was 17, I was 22 in the Navy. I didn't know she was 17. Sure. I was like cracking myself up on that one. Absolutely. We've been married for over 5 years now, happier than ever. You've been married? Oh, wow, that girl. You've been married a long time. Well, I've been divorced a long freaking time. And, I've been engaged before, but I would never take the final step. I have to be honest, you know. That was like forced engagement or something, and like with Tin, I don't want her to change. Oh yeah, shit, yeah. We should have parted ways like 5, 6 years ago, just to be honest. I mean, I just love hard, and I don't give up on people easy. And sometimes you learn hard lessons in life when you do things like that, right? But I want to get married one time only, and for it to last forever and grow old. I have nothing harsh to say about nobody. Things happen for a reason. Sometimes people last a season, and sometimes people last a lifetime. Yeah, I really am. I've been doing a lot of work, projects. I've been doing projects here at our house in the Philippines. Mostly prepping projects, Vermont, to secure her safety. Over the last year that me and Tin have been talking, there's been some weird situations here in the barangay with like a table tipped over and a chair sitting there by it, and pop bottle beer caps, right? And I sold my cabin in the Ozarks a month ago. It was supposed to close in July, and it ended up closing in August. I moved to Colorado. I have a house. Me and Tin have a house in Colorado, and then we have she has her property here. I have the property there, and of course now it's our homes. Our goal, kind of our plan, once we get the next step in action, is we're gonna do like 6 months USA, 6 months Philippines, and sometimes a year USA. Just varying how we want to do it. We may stay in the United States for 5 years and then come to the Philippines again. Honestly, it's up to the queen. It's up to Tim. I love it here. But I got to stay stateside for probably 6 months to a year. I'm waiting to get my military disability. I have one more step, and then I can pretty much do whatever the hell I want. Y'all want to know something funny? I want you to look at this as a prepper. Look at this match. You see how tiny the end of it is? It's amazing in the Philippines how they prep, right? But there's no, you see that? You only got that 1 minute or that 1 minute. Maybe I should start a wood match business in the Philippines. Safety matches made in the Philippines. Oh, let me tell you what I did yesterday. Hold on a minute. Let me tell you. So, yesterday we were working on the wall. Why not? You seem to have a great idea. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about, 3K. Like, have the best of both worlds and be able to travel. There's a couple places that I really want to travel to still. One is, I want to go to Fiji. I want to do some more cruising. I love to cruise. And also, Tin, I asked her if she could go anywhere in the world. Where would she want to go? She wants to go to Finland. I'm good with that. Let's go. I mean, adventure awaits, and we can sit around. I know that people are like, oh my God. Hold on a minute. I was telling you about my day. Then 3K got me sidetracked. What's up, Point Fire? Boom. Oh, it is, Chris. It's a good time. Where are you from, Chris? So I want to do that, but I want to tell you about my day yesterday. It was really freaking cool. So we were working on this back wall I just said, let's do it Jamaican style, because the wall is only like 6 foot welcome from Maryland. Top of the morning here, afternoon to you. But, so I said, let's do it Jamaican style. And I've talked about this before on the channel, is when I traveled to Jamaica, there's a lot of problems, just like in most places, with break-ins or just stealing out of the yards. So they make the fences just high enough. A guy or a gal has to pull their hands up on the top of the fence and pull themselves over, right? Well, same thing on this back wall. And I've pretty much figured out that that's where they have to be coming in. So Jamaican style is this. You do a thin set of cement and you crush and crack glass bottles. Well, surprise, surprise, when you decide you're going to jump over the fence, it's going to hurt a little bit. It's totally legal in the United States, around the world, to protect your property. With her being here by herself at night, and whoever's doing it has done it more than once. And I don't know that, one time they had to have done it while she was sleeping, come across that fence. The next time they come across the fence, they're getting a big fucking surprise. We took care of that shit yesterday. And I also did another project with recycled, reused material and rebuilt the back gate. So we had to go get thin set and some rebar yesterday. So I went with her brother-in-law and we went on the scooter. I had a freaking fabulous time, right? Karma. Yeah, karma right there for you. So we had a fabulous time. And we went to the junk shop. It's kind of like the American recycle shop. And everything's by weight. So we bought rebar there. I think I spent 300 pesos on 5 pieces of rebar, which is like freaking pennies. Then I got a new adapter for her electrical here to go from a 3-prong to a 2. And I got a new light switch for the bedroom because I had a short in it. Let me show you all the electrical. This is one, she's not concerned about it. It's been working for years. I'm concerned about it because it's very old. Let me show you here. So it's just like in an RV, flip switches. This one is in good shape. This line is in good shape. But you can see, love you, Caitlin. You can see by the switches, very basic. Then there's a couple breakers throughout the house. So we replaced one of these in the bedroom. And then we did that gate, that fence out there. But, and she did a fabulous job right here, y'all. Chin did this. This bathroom was all concrete, and she thought I needed to be fancy. She was very concerned about the fanciness. No, not really. Yeah, that's for sure. So she painted it. Her other brother-in-law came in and laid the tile. They had some tile laying around. Turned out really nice. Very primitive system. Very primitive toilet. And then over here is the water catch, which she has running water. Okay, don't get me wrong. She does have running water. But the toilets is what I find interesting. And this is a common thing in the Philippines here, is the bucket system. It's like, at least you have the comforts at home. You got a toilet bowl. But and she has running water, unlike me at the cabin, right? So, like at the cabin, I had no running water. I had running water, but I didn't have city water. She has city water here, and I didn't. She does not drink the city water. She drinks purified water. So, she's a strong ass woman, I'll tell you that. So she hauls 5-gallon, she has a water thing there on the kitchen sink, you see it. So she hauls and carries those 5 gallons. Oh, I came mosquito prepped. I came mosquito prepped. I brought their mosquito patches. So I gave her a box to keep here at the house for her because she was getting bit right here on her face and her arm. I haven't got bit by one mosquito, not one. She hasn't gotten bit since I've been here. I also bought DEET, 40% DEET, and the big thing was Jack, the dog. He got tick infested from something bad. So I've been like on tick patrol for like a day, and then I treated him, and today he's getting I brought Dawn dish soap. Dawn dish soap, most people in the Philippines have no idea how wonderful Dawn dish soap is. Yeah, I brought 4 different kinds of bug and mosquito spray for the body. The patches, and then 3 other sprays, 1 with DEET and 2 natural. I like natural shit, 3K Brandy. I think that we put too many chemicals on our body and our clothes and our hair. I like natural shit. I don't also like, even with my food, that's how I've lost so much weight, is I've gotten off of sugar. Not 100%, but 90%. I did have a freaking Mountain Dew yesterday. But overall, like, I just think that our bodies can naturally heal themselves if we don't put a bunch of shit into them. And so that's like been my big kick, is working out. And this is my next thing. Tim doesn't like it, but she also doesn't bitch about it. She accepts me just the fucking way I am. That's what I can say. And I accept her just the way she is. And I hope and I pray to God that she doesn't change ever. I want her to be funny. I want her to have fun. I want her to be the woman that she is. And I think that when you can really honestly say that in a relationship, and you don't start picking at, oh, well, I don't like this and I don't like that. And I'm sure over time there'll be something that annoys me. Okay, but I don't want her to change. Yeah, she's sleeping, and then I get up for a couple hours, and then I'll go back to bed with her. And then we'll get up. We're going to Zumba today. We're going to Ormic. We're going to Zumba to the plaza. I'm going to do some footage at the seawall. I got some really cool footage on the fast track boat. And then I have until Saturday. Then Saturday we head back to Cebu for 3 days at a different resort. So we're just having fun. We're just enjoying life and enjoying getting to know each other face to face more and more. She made me laugh. She watched a video. She must have watched it 500 times yesterday of our first dance. And she said, she just kept saying, I feel like you're already my husband. And I was like, wow. And she watched it over and over, and the smile on her face is priceless. Yeah. No, I'm not going to Manila this trip. I'll be flying into Manila. I'm hoping, if everything goes as planned, I'll be flying into Manila in February. And then we'll have some things to do there. Yeah. Hi, Lucy. Chris, do you have a channel or no? I'm just enjoying myself, and most of all enjoying our time together in Miami and Tim's, the walks and our talks, and I hope I don't wake her up from laughing. She'll get mad at me. She don't like me out in the morning. Are you done? Well, welcome. I'm glad you found me. Glad you found the OTWP. We're kind of a different kind of channel, based around prepping. I used to do a lot of news, and then about 60 days ago, I changed my channel into prepping in the real world. Like, like the things that we're really facing, not just all the la bullshit, like actually getting your boots on the ground and doing things to make life better. I think one of the biggest things that we're facing in the United States right now is the collapse of the economy and the collapse of the American dollar. Since I think the 60s. Thank you. It's just the beginning. It's the beginning, point fire. But I think since the 60s, the whole world shifted to the US dollar. And we were gold backed. And once we went off the gold standard, the United States got out of control. And we're all feeling it, we're all seeing it. If you're from the States, you definitely are feeling it and seeing it with hyperinflation, shrinkflation. And I think that our economy is failing drastically. And BRICS aligning across the world. I don't know if it'll happen in our lifetime or 20 years from now or 40 years from now. But all the nations that are joining BRICS, which is becoming more and more nations, are joining because the currency is gold backed. And when Dubai and Saudi said that they would trade in anything other than the American dollar, it's like a big hint that the United States is in major trouble with the leadership, or should I say unleadership, of our current administration and past administrations that have opened us up to vulnerability of no checks and balances, trillions and trillions of dollars debt, and the American people footing the bill for the southern border that's open for chaos and nonsense and trunk and other drugs. I believe that someday that the USA will be a third world country. And that might be a hard pill to swallow, but there's 5 things that make a country become a third world country. And just what happened in Venezuela. Venezuela is one of the richest South American countries in the world. The people were prospering. There was jobs and all this. And when the collapse happened, it happened so quick, so fast, that people were not prepared. I think the best thing we can do in the United States, if you're from the States, or anywhere in the world, because when the US dollar collapses, it will be a domino effect around the world. It will affect everybody around the world for sure. Bend over acres. What's going on? Yeah. Oh, we definitely, not only in the US and Canada, point fire, but also here in the Philippines. I never ever condemn any religion. Okay, let me say that first of all. But there's a area in the Philippines that's Muslim. There also is an election coming up, and from the talks that I've had with the tricycle drivers and the taxi drivers here, especially one that took us to Sierra Gardens, which was a long drive in Cebu, about an hour and a half. He believes that they're going to raise their ugly heads here too. He also believes that in 2025 that there will be some type of civil outbreak or terrorism attacks here in the Philippines, especially in Davao, which is, I guess, considerable to Washington, D.C. I think that all of us need to be on point, and I think one of the biggest things that we can all do as prepared individuals, families, and teaching our kids is getting back to the old lost ways, getting back to the ways our ancestors survived, these kind of things. Everybody's like, well, so nervous and petrified. Life goes on. That's what I have to say. Life goes on. And they lived through it. We'll live through it. And we'll continue to live through it. But learning how to forage off the land, learning how to grow your own vegetables, how to process your own meat, learning natural herbal and spice remedies, tinctures, learning how to make char cloth, learning how to make charcoal, learning how to not use toilet paper. You can always get a corn cob or a leaf or do the water method. But me personally, even the water method, if society completely breaks down, you might be lacking in water. You might not want to be using water to splash on your stuff, right? Good to see you, ᴘᴟᴘᴘᴘᴇ. Well, I think, and look at all the hacking, point fire, all the hacking that's going on. And I think it's been 20 years or more since I had any kind of hack on a credit card. So when I got my closing money from the cabin, I separated it out onto some different debit cards. Interesting thing is I used different debit cards on my journey from Missouri to Colorado. Every single card got hacked, all three. And so that's been a pain in the ass. Yeah, exactly. ᴘᴟᴘᴘᴘᴘ and anybody else that's here, tomorrow, go back and watch yesterday's live stream. It's real short. It's like maybe 15-20 minutes of the perimeter fence that I helped build yesterday. If you go back on the community page, you can also watch the live stream. I didn't even know Skipping 10 was videotaping, but she was live streaming it to her channel of me rebuilding the back gate. I'm trying to make the home here in the Philippines as secure as possible. I got some other issues to take care of. There's like two main ones, which is the main front gate, and it has like a galleyway, walkway, so it needs to be addressed. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder how long until they'll roll in the digital ID and everybody's going to jump for joy because you're going to get free money. Or are you? But that's another thing, point fire, is a lot of people say that they won't roll with the digital. We're already rolling with the digital. I mean, if you honestly think about it, we are like rolling with the digital. Most people don't hardly carry cash anymore. It's digital, digital, digital. That's one thing I like about the Philippines, is that it's cash, cash, cash here. Pesos, PHP. It's cash. They don't trust the banks. Smart people. They don't like to pay the fees. Smart people. One thing I think about the Philippines is it reminds me of old California. Exactly, ᴘᴟᴘᴘᴘᴘ. Hey, I got some free land in the Philippines. You want to come over? I got it free, but I'll sell it to you for 100,000 pesos. Just trying to make a buck, man. Just trying to make a buck. I'm smoking cigarettes right now that are from Africa. Her brother-in-law gave me a gift of cigarettes from Africa. I gave him some American tobacco, so we bartered and traded to see what they tasted like. These aren't bad. I just got sick of rolling. And I can't smoke the Philippine cigarettes because they're harsh. Winston Marlboros, but they're harsh. So what do y'all think? What do you think? Do you think it's this November? Do you think that the United States actually has the balls to have a civil war? Do you think we'll have a civil war in the United States? That's my question. We just pulled across Canada's 17 stops comedy show. Anti-hate, artifacts, and the libtards were unable to stop a single show. Well, You know, the bad thing is, Point Fire, look what happened when the truckers united in Canada. And, oh, was there some money seized? And see, that's the bad thing about digital, y'all, is they can just swoop in on our asses. And if we go completely digital around the world, one world currency, one world government, I think we'll all have big freaking problems. But we still have to be like chameleons and learn to adapt and overcome. So until those times happen, we have opportunities, just like they have a narrow window of opportunity. But what they did to everyone in 2019, we have a narrow window of opportunity day by day to get more and more on point. And to learn to rough it. To learn to really freaking rough it. And not be a puff marshmallow ass. Go camping. Out in the wilderness. Do it for 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks. Go into unbearable terrain that you think you can't make it safely with a guide or with some knowledge, and put your skills to the test. Yeah. Oh, are they? Hey, Teresa, probably for the election. Oh, it did. It did. Careful, Point Fire. Because you know as well as I do that in the minute, at the push of a button, they can seize, stop, or freeze your shit. You know, I think Gray Man should be initiated for most of us at this point. Devil Dog, what's up? How are you, Devil Dog? How's your health? Are you better? Are you recovering good? I was really worried about you, brother. I say that, you know, take the window of opportunity to learn to adapt. That's why this is a huge thing for me. Because like all these little crutches in life could be the downfall of us when the shit hits the fan. Just like this coffee, right? I have cut my coffee down to 1 or 2 cups a day. And no, y'all notice, hold on. Y'all know I love my coffee. But let's talk reality here. Oh, isn't that awfully black? So, I'm not drinking creamer. Not because I can't. It's because I enjoy the taste of the coffee. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. You're gonna have your ups and downs, man. You had brain surgery, shit. Dude, you scared a lot of people in the prepping community. A lot of people were very concerned about you. Wow. Well, I think that's... Come on, Point Fire. Let's talk about this a second. That, you know, if you think about that, that's, I think that's happening in the United States already too. Because they trained us. We're the old military, not the new puff marshmallow bullshit military. We're not the ones that say, let me put up my... y'all, I almost fell off my chair, okay? When somebody told me that you could get a puff card in the military and hold up a card that says you're stressing me out. You know, what kind of bullshit is that? You're stressing me out. You need to be stressed, you puff marshmallow asses. And the thing is I believe that it will be the old military versus the new military in many aspects. So of course they want to suppress the old military in many angles. They also would like to get the Americans and get the guns out of Americans' hands. But I don't honestly believe that we will have a war that is boots on the ground, gun to gun, fist to fist, man to man, woman to woman. I don't believe we'll have a war like that. Hello, Marielle Anderson from Sweden. Thank you for coming into the channel. Welcome. You're welcome at the OTWP. I do not believe that we'll have that type of war in the United States. I bet they have signed the dotted line. But you know, have any of you ever watched the movie Babel? Babel, B-A-B-E-L. It's kind of like that. If you take a bunch of people and you put them into a spot, and everybody speaks different languages and have different cultures, then there is no border lines. There is no border lines. And I believe, honestly, from my heart and from my research, that that's why Russia is standing so hard. They believe in old-fashioned traditions. And if you have old-fashioned traditions and you're going against the system of one world government, this digital currency, the CBDC, you're going against those things, you are an enemy. And you're an enemy of the system. And as individual people, families, there's things that we cannot, there's definitely nothing we can control or change about what's happening. The only thing we can do is change the way we react to the situations. Yeah, and that's the problem. People have become comfortably numb, comfortably blind, and I think more and more people are realizing the state of the world and what's happened since COVID, since 2019. It's like been fast-tracked, and we all know that there's different agendas out there that we've spoke about that have also disappeared off the internet. I have a very bad congestion in my chest. I've had it for the last couple days. I had sinus at first, and now I have like congestion, but we're doing a natural ginger steaming today of my lungs. Many do. I mean, and it's scary. You know, I think people get very scared about what's happening. And so instead of saying, you know, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, to prepare myself and prepare my family, they say everything will be all right. The governments have always taken care of it. I think this thing is going to be this changeover. Like I said, it may take decades. It may take decades. So that's why I say don't get yourself worked up. Don't get yourself... Prepping is not about being paranoid. Prepping is about preparing the best you can for weather catastrophes, man-made catastrophes, civil unrest, things of that sort. And if you're a paranoid prepper, you're just going to be drawn to the doom and gloom here on YouTube. There's a lot of good channels, a lot, that show actual skills. This trip to the Philippines has been a prepper's dream. A prepper's dream. It's given me a different take. Hold on, y'all. It's given me a different take on what's important, what's not important, and also like what are the threats in a real world situation. And the threats are your perimeter. We talked about this when I was at the cabin, you know, setting up those layers of protection. The more layers you have, the stronger that perimeter is, the better it is, especially if you don't want to bug out. I think bugging out is probably one of the most dangerous things you could do. I think bugging in and having a local support system. And I want to say this about mags. An online mag is a lot freaking different than a real life mag. A real life mag better be family and friends. Wow. Well, I guess they learned something. Find a support system around you. And I'm not going to say that with a mag, a local mag, that you're not going to have issues and problems. I mean, like, honestly. Your family, some of them you probably can't stand. Your freaking friends, some of them will definitely be, they may be Mr. Big Shot or Miss Big Shot or Miss Know-It-All, and you're going to have issues. But you actually know them. You've known them for years. And that's the kind of mag that we all need. Family is probably one of the best, even if you argue with them. Because you're going to have a deeper connection than coming on to an online platform and saying, oh, you're going to be in my mag, you want to move to here, blah, 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 blah. Pack your parachute. We could experience a big fall. Fact. That's fact. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the live stream, just having coffee and bullshitting. But I'm going to go and I'm going to lay down for a couple hours because I know she'll be up, and then it's Zumba time for her and gym time for me. I mean, we're going to go to the gym together, I think. And then I'm going to do some footage of downtown ᴘʚᴇᴘ. Very interesting thing about ᴘʚᴇᴘ. The first day I was here, I could have got a ticket because I still smoke. It is illegal to smoke within the city limits of ᴘʚᴇᴘ. So I, being the American that I am, go to light up a cigarette, and Tim's like, oh, no. And I'm like, what? And she's like, it's illegal to smoke within city limits. So I thought that was really interesting. I think some of this congestion could be from the exhaust of the trikes, being around so much exhaust. When you're on a trike, you smell like another 100 trikes. And the trikes are all ran by motorcycles. And so I think that I've gotten congested from that. But we'll see. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Y'all are, today's Tuesday, so it's Monday there. I hope everybody has a great start to their week. And I'll probably see you on another live stream here in a couple days in the morning, unless I pop up with a small one of another project. But I'm going to go hit the hay because the hours are so screwed up. I got to get some rest because otherwise I can't keep up with her. Or she can't keep up with me. Our hours are like so different. But we've been doing this for a year. So the thing is usually I'm up during these hours and she's asleep. And then we have mornings together and evenings together. And usually not afternoons like right now. So it's hard for me to sleep. But stay focused, y'all. Stay focused. It might not happen today, but it might. It might not happen next year, but it might. And we don't know when the fall of the grand, great USA will happen. What I can say is stay on point. Do what you can. Don't overwhelm yourselves. Lynn Blog, don't overwhelm yourselves. Prepping is not about having a paranoid stance on everything. It's about having a real world prepping idea, down to earth prepping, and to keep going and to try to get out of the system as much as possible. That's my big thing, which I'm really ecstatic about, because I really only have one major bill, and I think financially that we're already getting attacked. So I think if you can cut your bills down to just your basics, you know, that would be a great start to anybody's preparedness journey. Take the littlest bill, pay it off, and keep going. And then also, you know, don't overstock yourself with food, but definitely have your basics. You know, like your rice, your beans. Even if you didn't like it, if you take a 5-gallon bucket and fill it with rice and fill one with beans for every single person in your family, and the shit breaks loose, even if you're hungry, you could cut that down a little bit more and make it last a long time. I think water, which we all need to survive, is going to be a big one. And purifying that water. As long as there's not a nuclear, you can always purify it by boiling. So stay on point, do the best you can, and most of all, have faith in the good Lord, because He's with us no matter what. Big, huge prepper hugs from here in the Philippines to wherever you're at. Keep going, try to get healthy, do your best, walk a little more, and stay focused on the good, because we're all made for this time and this place. So TWP signing out for today. Keep your head on a swivel. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you soon. You too, bad girl. Da 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 da. It's bad girl. Benzo Rakers, thanks for being here. 8lin Vlog. Everybody that stopped in this morning that lurked, thank you for being a lurker. Dreaded Seeker, what's up? What's up? Oh, figure, Dreaded Seeker, you pop in when I'm getting ready to pop off. Dreaded Seeker, what are you up to? What's going on with you? Huh? Who, when, why, and where? Who did what? Oh, you're a freaking lurker. Never, well, I think you've been a lurker for a while, Dreaded Seeker. I think most of your life, that's how you get the intel on people. Lurker, lurker. Y'all, it's one of those days. Let's go ahead and let me see. I feel there is, oh, maybe it's not here. Let me see. All right, everybody. This is O to the T to the W to the P, telling y'all that I love you. And, oh, check out my eyeballs. Crazy cool. Peace, love, light, and hope. Till I see you again. Everyone take care of each other. Love hard and forgive often. See ya.